Do you need a great marketing tool to advertise your business or event? Then use Ottumwa Coasters. Get your business or event on drink coasters featured in Ottumwa's most popular restaurants. It's the most fun and effective way to reach the community. Starting at just $199, you get 1,000 coasters delivered to Ottumwa's most popular restaurants. Look for Ottumwa Coasters on Facebook or call or text 573-932-0111.
And here's your host, Steve Shedler.
Hello! Good morning. Hi. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, lovely audience this morning on a Tuesday edition of the Morning Wake Up, brought to us by our friends at Ottumwa Coasters, and of course, broadcasting live from the Oski Dental Studios. Do want to give some love to Ottumwa Coasters. Let's once again take a look at their graphic. You can get your business or event on their drink coasters, featured in Ottumwa's most popular restaurants, and also they're expanding their footprint around southeast Iowa. So look for more coasters from Ottumwa Coasters popping up in restaurants near you. It's a fun and effective way to reach the community for, again, your business or your event, whatever you got going on. Get a hold of Elizabeth at Ottumwa Coasters. Great deal. Just $199 for 1,000 coasters that go out into the communities. So take advantage of that. Of course, as I mentioned, we broadcast live from the Oski Dental Studios, and you can schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan at 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental going to file your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta Dental provider. You can find them at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa, the Oski Dental Studios. Let's take a look at our forecast. It's brought to us by the Garden Gate in Sigourney, 105 South Jefferson Street. Stop in Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 9 to noon. Still, 40% chance of some showers and thunderstorms today, and some of those could possibly be severe and produce heavy rainfall. I don't know. I guess that's the forecast for today. Otherwise, mostly sunny and a high of 89. Of course, we had storms roll through early this morning. I've been up since 4:30. Yeah, love it. So some thunder and lightning and heavy rain. Some small branches down around our neighborhood here in Sigourney. But otherwise, yeah, sunny 89 today, maybe some more rain. For tonight, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 1 a.m. Some storms could produce heavy rainfall, low of 72. Tomorrow, pretty much the same forecast. Maybe some showers and thunderstorms, and a high of 93 tomorrow. Hot. Tomorrow night, chance of some showers and storms. A cloudy sky, a low of 71. Thursday, yet again, another chance. 30% chance of some showers and thunderstorms. Sunny and 86 on Thursday. Right now here in southeast Iowa, let's see here. Officially, I do want to tell you, we are in a severe thunderstorm watch here in southeast Iowa till 9 a.m. Now, I mean, there's maybe a little bit of rain left from the storms earlier. But officially, from the National Weather Service, severe thunderstorm watch for Keokuk. Let's see here. We've got Washington counties, Jefferson, Louisa, Henry, Des Moines, Van Buren, Lee. So portions of southeast Iowa officially still in a severe thunderstorm watch till 9 a.m. Otherwise, humidity is at 90% right now. Winds are south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The barometer at 29.83, dew point at 65, and currently 68 degrees here in southeast Iowa. And we did have about 1.25 inch in the rain gauge, the official rain gauge here at Shetler Studios. So, yeah, I do want to tell you, I got a picture here. I got to put this since we're talking about the weather. That's me and a couple of guys from the National Weather Service that were here yesterday. Tim and John from the National Weather Service in the Quad Cities. Now, they came yesterday. You can see that little thing over my shoulder. They refer to that as the beehive. And what that is they installed that in our backyard. And that is a temperature gauge, I guess you could call that. And that is wired into the house, right in front of me. Obviously, you guys can't see it. But right in front of me, I have the temperature from this official gauge from the National Weather Service. They hooked me up with that. They also hooked me up with the official rain gauge. So I'm like the official Keokuk County reporter for the 24-hour precipitation and temperature in Keokuk County now. Which, it's kind of neat. They were telling me that the history, there's somebody from Keokuk County that has been reporting the 24-hour precip and temperature since the late 1800s. So I get to be part of that lineage now. So the National Weather Service giving me some stuff, giving me some toys, some tools to work with. So I'm all official and stuff. Right now, 67.2 degrees here at the Steve Shetler Studios, Oski Dental Studios. But yeah, thanks to Tim and John doing some hard work. It was a sweaty day yesterday. There was a little bit of physical labor involved installing some of this stuff. So yeah, pretty cool. Those things here at my house here in Sigourney, Iowa. What else we got going on? I'm getting all sidetracked now with my National Weather Service stuff. Again, our weather brought to us by the Garden Gate. Let's take a look at our This or That. It's brought to us by Stacy Flynn at the Legacy Insurance Group and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. Look at this. This is an eye-catching graphic here. We've got this being an orange or that being a banana. Boy, I could go for either one of these. I like oranges and bananas. Just kind of depends on what mood I'm in. I don't know. I'm good with either one. So oranges or bananas are this or that for today. Coming up at noon. By the way, this or that always goes up at 6 a.m. each weekday morning on Facebook. Our question of the day comes up at noon today. It's brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa in Sigourney, 202 North Main. Can you speak a foreign language? I mean, I took a couple of years officially of Spanish in high school. I couldn't tell you any Spanish other than tacos. Tacos and nachos, quesadilla, por favor. That's about my limit for my foreign language skills. Oui, that's my French. Oui. Can you speak a foreign language? That's your question of the day. Goes up at noon. What else is happening here? Coming up later on tonight, let's do this. Let's bring up our graphic for tonight. Tuesday night tune-up. If you like racing, we've got racing for you tonight with a couple of nice guests. We've got Wade Onger. This is an Australian race announcer, so we're going international here. Wade Onger going to be hanging out tonight at Smoky Row in Oskaloosa. Of course, Safe Grafke is our host. I hope that Curtis Vanderwall's schedule allows him to be hanging out with us tonight. But it's going to be a full show. We've got Wade Onger, one of our guests, and then Jarrett Vandenberg Racing, also going to be part of the show tonight. So got a full lineup, big show tonight, 7 p.m. at Smoky Row in Oskaloosa. Again, that's something, if you want to stop by and check out the show live and in person, go ahead and do that. Or just watch here on Steve Shetler Media. Coming up on Friday, we'll go to Barnwired in Sigourney. Our Iowa Music Showcase, C.J. Gaston is our guest, making his debut. So tune in, live music, live original music, live interview, CJ Gaston, live at Barnwired in Sigourney this Friday for the Iowa Music Showcase. Check that out in person or online. And then, of course, on Saturday, we'll be back at Brothers Market in Sigourney for the sports section. Mitch Eslick, our host. And we haven't confirmed guests for this Saturday yet. But we'll be back with the sports section coming up on Saturday. Let's do some community calendar events. Do want to tell you about the Watch Your Opera House and Grant Ranch getting together for a Take and Bake fundraiser that's going on through August. And then you'll be able to pick this up on September 8th at the Watch Your Fairgrounds. You can get your orders in for that lasagna meal. Should be some great stuff there, so take advantage of that. Something going on with the Environmental Learning Center in Mahaska County. Monarchs and Milkweed, a story of survival. It's a traveling exhibit that's at the Mahaska County Environmental Learning Center, so check that out. That goes through August 20th. And then one more thing. Let's put up one more thing on our community calendar. You need to take advantage of this with our friends at the Heartland Humane Society, because this is going on today and tomorrow yet for their summer adoption special. If you're needing a cat or a dog, great prices. Of course, the great prices doesn't mean that they're just handing out pets to anybody and everybody. You have to go through a little bit of a process, an adoption process. They want to make sure it's a nice fit for the families and for the dogs and the cats. But some very nice prices if you're wanting to adopt dogs or cats at the Heartland Humane Society in Ottumwa. Am I missing anything else? Do want to tell you, we put out our weekly top 20 yesterday. Anthony Schilling, this guy is killing it. 3 weeks in a row. He is just destroying the competition. Nobody is even close. Last week he had over 7,000 Facebook points, which I don't know the science behind the Facebook points. But this week he got over 5,000, which again is just unheard of. I mean, you have Dan in second place down there at 1,300, while Anthony has 5,200. Yeah, I don't know. Who's going to stop Anthony Schilling? I don't know. 3 weeks in a row at number one. Appreciate everybody's support with the likes, the comments, and the shares. Let's go ahead and do birthdays. Happy birthday. All right, birthdays for today. Celebrity and hometown birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Nikki Leathers, the broker-owner realtor. And you can see more info on what she's got going on at hometown-re.com. Let's start on the right side. Hometown birthdays, local and area birthdays for today. Chad, my friend. I misspelled his last name. Chad Belvell. I forgot the L. It's not Beevil. I need to fix that. Chad Belvell with a birthday today. Super nice guy. And then Jolie Crawford has a birthday today as well. Jolie. Boy, I tell you what, Jolie's always busy, not only with her own personal life, but always helping out with sports too. Of course, her husband Lee, the AD at the Sigourney. So Jolie always helping out on the sports side of things, and just a really nice lady. Jolie and Chad with birthdays today. Celebrity birthdays for today. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator, 77 years old. Can you believe Arnold is 77? Of course, he's an actor, in case you didn't know. He's the Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger with a birthday. Actress Delta Burke with her 68th birthday today. Neil McCoy, no doubt about it. He is doing the shake. Country singer Neil McCoy, who was had a nice run in the 90s into the 2000s. 66 years old today. Neil also does a cool thing on his Facebook page every day where he goes live and does the Pledge of Allegiance. So Neil McCoy, one of the nicest guys in country music as well. Singer Kate Bush, 66. Actor Lawrence Fishburne, Morbius, from The Matrix is 63. Morbius? Or Morpheus? I'm screwing up my characters. Morpheus from The Matrix. Lawrence Fishburne, 63. Lisa Kudrow from Friends is 61. Actress Vivica A. Fox is 60. Christopher Nolan, the director, 54. And Hilary Swank, the actress, is 50 years old. Those are your celebrity and hometown birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. You know, I had one birthday that I missed yesterday, and I do want to post this next video. You can check this out.
Happy birthday to you.
This is our dog, Daisy.
Happy birthday to you. Ooh. Happy birthday, dear Daisy. Ooh. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, the Shetlers singing happy birthday to our dog, Daisy, who was stuck in time with her birthday hat on. We love our Daisy. Turning 9 years old yesterday. These 9 years have flown by. Daisy is a special, special dog. Happy birthday to our dog, Daisy. One of the clan here at the Shetler household. Daisy celebrating her 9th birthday yesterday. What else is going on? Man, I tell you what, we've gotten through a bunch of stuff already this morning. Hope you're off to a good start on the morning wake up. Let's take a look at some comments today. Bubby, good morning to you. Jackie, Sandy, Dixie, Dan, Pat, Tamra. Yeah, I did not forget Daisy. And yeah, Bud Sipe, I think I remember seeing, you know how, I think it was Channel 9 or maybe Channel 2 back in the day. I don't know if they still do it. They would put up the pictures of the different weather reporters from around eastern Iowa. They would put that up on the TV screen. I think I remember Bud Sipe and then Mr. Flanders. I can't remember. Doug? Is it Doug Flanders? That did the reporting here in Sigourney for many, many years. So, yeah, I think it's kind of neat that I get to report the weather for the National Weather Service. I don't know why I think that's neat, but it is kind of neat. Yeah, so thank you to everybody for tuning in this morning for the Morning Wake Up, brought to us by Ottumwa Coasters, live from the Oski Dental Studios. Let's take a look at what's happening on this date in history. Today is Tuesday, July 30th. It was on this date, 1729, the city of Baltimore was founded. 1729. It was on this date, 1956, In God We Trust was authorized as the official U.S. slogan. 1956. On this date, 1965, President Johnson signed a bill that created Medicare. 1965. 10 years later, 1975, it was on this date that the Teamsters Union president, Jimmy Hoffa, disappeared. 1975. And then 2003, the very last old-style Volkswagen Beetle rolled off the assembly line in Mexico. 2003 for that. Today, on the National Day calendar, today is National Climb a Mountain Day. I don't know where the mountains are in Iowa, but I'm not going to climb a mountain today. It's National Whistleblower Day. It's National Father-in-Law Day. And it's National Cheesecake Day. So those are your days that you can celebrate today. Let's see here. What else we got? You know, before we go any further, we got some commercials to get to. Let's hear from some of our sponsors that support what's going on here on Steve Shetler Media, and that includes our headline sponsor for the Morning Wake Up, Ottumwa Coasters. Do you need a great marketing tool to advertise your business or event? Then use Ottumwa Coasters. Get your business or event on drink coasters featured in Ottumwa's most popular restaurants. It's the most fun and effective way to reach the community. Starting at just $199, you get 1,000 coasters delivered to Ottumwa's most popular restaurants. Look for Ottumwa Coasters on Facebook or call or text 573-932-0111.
Edelweiss wine from Tassel Ridge Winery is a great wine to pair with Iowa sweet corn. It's a fruity, semi-sweet white wine that offers orange, pear, and pineapple hints on both the nose and palate. It's great served chilled and paired with Iowa sweet corn and the foods that usually accompany sweet corn. All of the grapes for this wine are grown at the winery. Tassel Ridge Edelweiss is available at many local retailers. Look for the tall blue bottle with an image of a wine glass on the label. If you don't see Tassel Ridge Edelweiss at your favorite retailer, ask the manager to get it for you. Tassel Ridge Winery is located in Lighton on Highway 163 between Pella and Oskaloosa and is open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, Saturday from 10 to 6, and Sunday from noon to 6. Check our website out at tasselridge.com.
Jeremy Empey Web Design, designing since 1999. Graphic design, website maintenance, and more. Web solutions for any size project, serving Oskaloosa and beyond. Jeremy Empey Web Design has web solutions for any size project. He can breathe life into your website, and he'll help you out with fast support. Web hosting, web development, and website maintenance. Whatever you need, Jeremy Empey Web Design can help you out. Call Jeremy at 641-295-4844 or get more information at jeremyempey.com.
This Saturday, Central Empire Wrestling presents Mall Madness. In a first-time ever matchup, former tag team champions, the Mystery of Darkness, square off one-on-one. Damian Saint versus JT Energy. Who will prevail?
Ooh, who's going to prevail in that matchup? A lot of stuff happening in that commercial break. I'm proud to be supporting Central Empire Wrestling. Yes, I am a pro wrestling geek. I am a pro wrestling nerd. Going to be doing a live show coming up on Saturday around 5:30. A pregame show for the Central Empire Wrestling show at the Penn Central Mall in Oskaloosa. We'll be chatting with some of the wrestlers before the show begins, getting you hyped up for the show at the Penn Central Mall. So, Mall Madness coming up at the Penn Central Mall. Let me see if I can talk. A thanks to our one of our new sponsors, Jeremy Empey Web Design, for coming on board with our morning show here on Steve Shetler Media, and of course, Tassel Ridge Winery. We are doing the Ottumwa Coasters Morning Wake Up. We are broadcasting live from the Oski Dental Studios. Let's do some things you need to know. Things you need to know. A school district in Florida is going to have their teachers start wearing a panic button around their neck so that they can alert police immediately in the event of a classroom crisis. I think that's a good idea. If you think your school is in danger, teachers with a panic button. If you like baseball, today is the Major League Baseball trading deadline. So look for some moves to be made before the deadline this afternoon. So go to McDonald's. $5 value meals that McDonald's introduced last month did not help their second quarter numbers, as they felt a drop in sales for the first time since the pandemic back in 2020. So McDonald's in a little bit of a pinch. How about the box office? Deadpool and Wolverine pulling in $205 million over the weekend, smashing the record for the R-rated movie, or for an R-rated movie. It was the 8th largest opening of all time, so over $200 million in its first weekend. And as I think I mentioned last week, over 100 F-bombs in that movie, so prepare yourself. Let's see here, the Princess Leia bikini from Star Wars. If you're a Star Wars fan, that was Return of the Jedi. That bikini sold at an auction last week for $175,000. Let's go to Los Angeles, and at LA Zoo set a new record with 17 California condor baby chicks hatching so far this year, and we're only at the end of July. All the chicks will be candidates for release into the wild as part of the California Condor Recovery Program. So things going well there. The FDA has approved a new blood test for colorectal cancer. While it can detect cancer, it cannot detect the polyps that can turn into cancer. But they are making progress there, so that's good. Let's go to North Korea. Leader Kim Jong-un has put on some weight here lately and is suffering from obesity-related health problems, including high blood pressure and diabetes, the diabetes. And his officials are looking for new medicines abroad to treat him. Now, Kim Jong-un, known for heavy drinking and smoking, comes from a family with a history of heart problems, so we'll see what happens there. In Richard Simmons news, his housekeeper for 35 years, Teresa Revels, says that Richard died happy. She says, almost to the end, he maintained one of his favorite traditions. Every night, a family of skunks would arrive at his back door in West Hollywood, and Richard Simmons would feed them peanuts by hand. So, kind of a neat story about Richard Simmons. I wonder if he made the skunks do exercises for their peanuts. Rod Stewart going to be wrapping up his 13-year Las Vegas residency at Caesars Palace next month. If you like Rod Stewart and you like Las Vegas. Let's see here. A year later, we know that Sinead O'Connor died back in 2023 from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease and asthma. I thought they were saying last year that it was suicide. I don't know. And then finally, let's go back to the Olympics opening ceremony. The dress that you saw Celine Dion wearing during the opening ceremony of the Olympics took over 1,000 hours to create. Can you imagine? It included 1,640 feet of beaded fringing. So over 1,000 hours to create a dress, the one that Celine Dion wore at the Olympic ceremonies. Should we go to this? Let's do this. Today's impossible question. Today's impossible question. How many people claim that they can't snap their fingers? Again, how many people claim that they can't snap their fingers? Can you guys snap your fingers? I mean, I can. Good morning to you, Cindy, Douglas, Lori, everybody else. Thanks for hanging out this morning. Appreciate you guys. Can you guys snap your fingers? All right, today's impossible question. How many people claim they can't snap their fingers? According to this, 1/3 of people can't snap their fingers. I find that hard to believe. I don't know. Let's get weird.
That is weird.
In some weird news this morning, Ontario police are investigating after a pile of dead lobsters was found on the shoulder of Highway 17 this week in northern Ontario. Multiple callers reported the gruesome discovery July 2nd on the roadway. The crustaceans were disposed of for unknown reasons, according to police. They say, quote, police would like to remind the public that it's illegal to litter or dump on the highway. So if you're going to dump a pile of lobsters, don't do it on a highway. It is illegal in Canada. Let's go to Seattle. A suspect is in custody after stealing a Seattle Fire Department engine, a fire truck, for a brief time Wednesday morning. A witness called 911 at around 3:30 a.m. to report that a man rode a scooter up to a Seattle Fire Department fire truck, climbed inside, and drove away with the lights and sirens activated. He's going for a little joyride. The fire department said an engine crew was responding to an emergency when the truck was stolen. Let's see here. After getting the truck to start, the suspect, identified as a 22-year-old man, failed to completely deactivate a parking brake and was only able to drive around the corner before he came to a stop. The suspect exited the vehicle and was arrested a short time later. So, let's go back to Paris, the Olympics. It was a sight to behold as the Olympic cauldron was lit up Friday beneath a hot air balloon that rose to the sky. I did not watch the opening ceremonies. Of course, I had seen some of the fallout from the stupidity that was on display, but I did not actually see it. Let's see here. The Olympic flame, did you know this? The Olympic flame isn't a flame at all. Fake flame, fake news. In fact, it's made possible by water, not fire. 40 electrically powered LED spotlights and 200 high-pressure misting nozzles combined to, quote, give a convincing illusion of a traditional flame, according to The Telegraph. So the Olympic flame is not a flame at all. Finally, in some weird news today, you get that new car smell. It's no secret that what people call the new car smell is a result of chemicals. And those chemicals within the car's interior when a car is hot can actually be a little bit dangerous. A new study raises a related concern as, let's see here, what they call volatile organic compounds, VOCs, appear to intensify when it's hot, and this can cause headaches, eye irritation, and disorientation. So if you have that new car smell, maybe with some of those little things that you hang from your rear view mirror, those can actually make you a little bit sick or make you not feel all that good. So be aware of that. When it's really hot out, those chemicals can get to you. Let's go to the files of law and disorder. In some disorder today, HOA members in Colorado tried to shut down a children's lemonade stand by calling the sheriff's office. Are you kidding me? Wildernest Homeowners Association members called the sheriff's office complaining, again, this is in Colorado, complaining about children running an illegal lemonade stand. How dare they? The caller said the kids were blocking the road. However, when deputies arrived, they found that the children were not blocking the roadway, but did ask them to move back from the road for their own safety. Now, homeowners came out and began yelling at the children, claiming that they were on private property, so the deputies came back. Deputies again found no issue. Those homeowners were being just a bunch of buttheads. So that's the files of law and disorder. Shall we go to some duh? Let's do the duh.
Duh.
I mean, we always get plenty of duh here on the morning wake up. A couple of cars crashing. It's funny when a TV crews go out there and they begin filming their reports. They can catch some pretty interesting things at times. A BBC camera crew filmed a collision between two cars while preparing a news report about road safety along a stretch of a road that's known for its car accidents. People living near the junctions which cross what they call the dual carriageway complained the road was dangerous following several recent collisions. And then, ironically, a camera crew, a TV crew, was there to report on such incidents when a crash actually happened on camera. So they say there's crashes there almost every day. Now, luckily, the people involved in the crash that the camera crew saw were not injured. So that is something to be thankful for, but interesting stuff nonetheless. Hey, we are doing the morning wake up. It's brought to us by Ottumwa Coasters. And, of course, we thank them for being our headline sponsor. Make sure you take advantage of that. Get your business or event on drink coasters featured in Ottumwa's most popular restaurants and expanding throughout Southeast Iowa. Follow Ottumwa Coasters on Facebook and take advantage of that special. $199 gets you 1,000 coasters. And then they deliver those coasters out to the restaurants. So a heck of a deal. We, of course, broadcast live from the Oski Dental Studios. You can call Dr. Dan at 641-673-4845 and schedule your appointment there. And then just a reminder, coming up this evening, we will be going to Smoky Row in Oskaloosa for the Tuesday night tune-up. It starts at 7 p.m. live at Smoky Row. Our guests tonight include announcer Wade Onger and also racer Jarrett Vandenberg. That'll be tonight at 7 p.m. One last look at our forecast for today. It's brought to us by the Garden Gate. Still a chance of some showers and thunderstorms, and technically a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 9 a.m. this morning. Otherwise sunny, going to warm up to 89 for a high today. All right, video-wise, it's a Tuesday, so coming up, let me look up at the schedule. Boy, my stomach was just gurgling. Coming up at 8 a.m., of course, we'll have In Remembrance Of with our local obituaries. Coming up at noon today, we'll have our What's Happening video, a great video. If you want something to do in Southeast Iowa, you want to find out some different events going on in Southeast Iowa, watch the What's Happening video at noon on Tuesdays. It will get you informed. Also, later on today, Successful Farming at 5:30. We'll get the brain rewired with Coach Iva Bontrager. That comes up at 6. And, of course, TNT Tuesday Night Tune-Up coming up at 7 this evening. So a full day of activity here on Steve Shetler Media. All right. You guys have a great Tuesday. Enjoy your day. Be safe. And we'll be back here at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning on the Morning Wake Up, brought to us by Ottumwa Coasters.